The next one is Amendment 79, and this one is a real beauty for all the pro-murder types out there that want to kill innocent babies. It's called um, Amendment 79, Right to Abortion.
Right.
It says they want to provide for a state constitutional right to abortion and repeal provision banning the use of public funds for abortions. So not only do they want us to instill it in our Constitution, they want taxpayers
you to pay for it.
So that means that all of us that are pro-life would have no say. Once they get it into the Constitution, folks, I'm telling you, it's not impossible, but it would be extremely difficult to remove it again. So please understand that a constitutional amendment like this does not belong in our Constitution. If the framers wanted abortion to be in the Constitution, they would have put it in the Constitution. But the fact is, that wasn't what was intended. And these people that go around and spew all these lies and just make it up as they go along and say that, abortion is a human right.
I never knew
really?
Killing things was a human right. Dang,
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun when we get to the trophy hunting later.
That's amazing to me. Abortion is a human right for who?
For people who want to kill
that
babies,
innocent
Hugo?
baby that they're getting ready to murder?
The future lifeblood of our country, that they'd want to just flush down the toilet because various reasons. And we're not here to judge anybody, folks. What it's about is that we want to take ourselves out of the situation and rely on universal moral principles. That's what constitutions are based on. There is no universal moral basis for abortion, especially modern industrial abortion, which I don't know if you know this, Hugo. I'm sure you do. The majority of people killed by abortion are minorities, women, and the poor. Those are the people who have more abortions than anybody else. Is that a human right to get rid of the poor and people you don't like and women? There are millions of women, millions of women out there missing, literally missing from the human population, the gene pool, etc. We are literally killing ourselves as a species with these gendered differences in the sense of ratios that are now all screwed up because more people abort women than men. That's a very dirty little secret. So when they say Republicans are anti-women, don't let them tell you that. That's a lie.
Yep. And, Colorado already has the most radical abortion laws in the country.
Not enough, apparently, for them.
We can, in Colorado, and I don't care what Kamala Harris says or ABC or anybody else says, in Colorado, a baby can be aborted up to the moment of birth. Now, just think about that for a minute. I don't care if you're pro-choice, pro-life, whatever. Just think about how heinous that sounds. There's a baby getting ready to be born, and some evil human being that calls himself a doctor is going to literally kill the baby on its way out. And this is a live human being at the 9th month. Kamala in the debate said, no state has that in their constitution, and no state has that in their laws. Really?
Well, we're voting on it now.
Come to Colorado, Kamala. It's already on the books here.
It's amazing that Trump will come to Colorado, but not Kamala, the place
They're trying to put this into, they want to enshrine it into the Colorado Constitution.
No, we can't.
Why? Because they know that if they do that, it'll be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to remove it. So we will be left with a constitution that basically gives the right for people to murder innocent babies. That's sick. The measure would also assure that state and local public employees and Medicaid recipients are covered for abortion in their health insurance plans. So imagine that. They're going to force insurance companies to cover abortions. What do you think that's going to do to premiums?
Yeah, so you get to pay more money for your grandmother's cancer treatments and, your wife's chiropractic care or whatever, so people can kill their babies. That's literally what you have. And I want to give a shout out because somebody, I believe it was Ted Harvey, actually brought this to the attention. That actually part of this amendment or initiative gets rid of the provision that healthcare providers must tell the parents of particular people looking for
Yeah,
abortions, minors.
that's part of the bill.
Yeah, they want
Basically,
to get rid of your parental right to
parental
even
notification
know.
would go away. In
So
other
you
words,
won't even know if your daughter is raped and has an abortion.
your
You have no
12,
idea.
13, 14-year-old daughter can be taken to an abortion clinic and have an abortion performed on them
At
without
the
your knowledge and without your approval.
At the same
So,
time as we're having illegal migrant gangs of criminals roam the streets, they want to now do this. It's compounding on top of compounding, folks. If you ever wonder why us Republicans get very passionate about this sort of thing, it's because we literally can see the damage that it's going to do to our communities, especially Hispanic communities. Because there's another dirty little secret: Hispanic communities are disproportionately affected by the sex trade in this country, especially at the southern border.
mhm.
So Hispanic people, we got to rally against this bill. They're not going to kill our children and force our children to have abortions without us knowing. That's not going to happen.
Well,
Vote no.
the other dirty little secret is that guess which minorities are the most prevalent for these types of procedures?
Yes.
Blacks, Hispanics are the two top minorities that
It's
are
terrible.
targeted for this.
It's terrible.
Well,
That's what the Democrats are doing. Well, they say, "Oh, we love our minorities. We're evil, racist Republicans." Just remember, it's the Democrats that are actually killing us.
yeah. So taxpayers, should not have to fund for the poor decisions, poor planning, and or disregard for life that their neighbors suffer from.
Or
Health
criminality and violating your religious rights.
and healthcare payers should not be forced to cover abortion and related procedures.
No.
So you want to vote no on this amendment.
No.
This amendment 79, they call it right to abortion, really innocuous. I call it right to murder.
They're really letting it all hang out there.
And so vote no on 79, please.
For all those babies out there, vote no on 79.